Imagine if Mars were our main planet. Part 1: Physical and Biological Adaptations. If humans had evolved on Mars, their bodies would have undergone a series of adaptations to thrive in the distinct Martian environment. The lower gravity on Mars, about 38% of Earth's gravity, would have had a significant impact on human physiology. Over generations, these adaptations would have gradually shaped the Martian human population into a species uniquely suited to their new home.
Hey, the low gravity has made my body to expand in all directions.
In the context of bone density and muscle structure, we can imagine that Mars' weaker gravitational pull would have led to reduced stress on the skeletal system. As a result, Martian humans might have developed lower bone density compared to their Earth counterparts. While this adaptation could prevent the bone and joint issues associated with prolonged exposure to high gravity, it might also present challenges when traveling to Earth and performing physically demanding tasks in Earth's stronger gravity. And when it comes to lung capacity and oxygen utilization, with Mars having a thinner atmosphere composed mostly of carbon dioxide, Martian humans would have evolved altered lung structures to more efficiently extract oxygen from the available gases. Their respiratory systems might have developed larger lung capacities and improved oxygen-carrying capacities in their blood, allowing them to extract sufficient oxygen for bodily functions despite the atmospheric differences. Mars receives about half the amount of sunlight that Earth does, due to its greater distance from the Sun. Martian humans would likely have developed adaptations in skin pigmentation to counteract the reduced UV radiation. Additionally, their skin might have developed enhanced mechanisms to protect against the harsh solar radiation and cosmic rays that penetrate Mars' thin atmosphere, reducing the risk of DNA damage and radiation-related health issues. The lower sunlight intensity on Mars would have influenced the evolution of eye structures. Martian humans might have developed larger pupils to capture more available light and potentially enhanced night vision. Conversely, their eyes might have been more sensitive to sudden bursts of sunlight, which could have helped protect their retinas from the occasional intense solar flares that reach the planet's surface. Part 2: Technology and Infrastructure. In a reality where Mars was humanity's main planet, the technological landscape would have been uniquely shaped by the challenges and opportunities presented by the Martian environment. Given the fundamental necessity of creating livable conditions on a planet with distinct characteristics, the development of both technology and infrastructure would have been focused on addressing these crucial aspects. From the earliest stages of Martian existence, the refinement of intricate life support systems would have stood as a pivotal achievement. Navigating the Martian atmosphere's composition and the scarcity of resources like liquid water, the native Martian humans would have naturally pioneered advanced techniques for recycling air and water. This ingenuity would ensure a sustained supply for both respiration and agriculture. The establishment of self-sustaining ecosystems, adept at converting waste into valuable resources, would stand as a testament to the remarkable advancements of Martian technology. Crafting secure and adaptable habitats amid Mars' demanding conditions would have driven innovations in construction materials and methods. With structures designed to endure temperature fluctuations, the planet's low atmospheric pressure, and potential dust storms would have inspired architects and engineers to collaborate in order to devise effective insulating materials, radiation shields, and modular construction approaches that harmonized with the evolving needs of the evolving Martian society. Given the limited resources inherent to Mars, self-sufficiency would be an intrinsic goal woven into the fabric of Martian society. Evolved to master their environment, Martian humans would have perfected techniques for extracting and utilizing resources from the planet's surface. These methods would include mineral extraction, tapping into subsurface ice reserves for water, and leveraging local materials for construction. Advanced robotics and automation would seamlessly integrate into these resource extraction processes, compensating for the challenges posed by the Martian landscape. Although interplanetary travel may not mirror Earth's historical role, the efficiency of traversing between Mars and its moons, Phobos and Deimos, would still be vital for linking diverse Martian settlements. The continued development of propulsion systems bridging this gap holds significance. Furthermore, the evolution of communication technologies becomes crucial to facilitate real-time interactions across the expanse of these varied Martian communities. The settlement of Mars might have nurtured a culture of interplanetary collaboration, diverging from the competitive nature often seen here on Earth. Given the relatively shorter distances to other celestial bodies with potential habitable conditions compared to the span between Earth and Mars, the focus could shift towards forging relationships with any intelligent entities inhabiting those distant worlds. This perspective could naturally cultivate a cooperative ethos within the realm of space exploration, fostering joint endeavors in the pursuit of mutual scientific enrichment. Part 3: Societal and Cultural Aspects. If Mars served as the cradle for human civilization, the distinct challenges of its environment would profoundly shape the societal and cultural fabric of Martian society. The imperative for survival amidst Mars' demanding conditions would cultivate a culture inherently grounded in adaptive cooperation, bodily resilience, and an innate harmony with the environment. Mars' formidable environment and the necessity to physically adapt would give rise to a society that treasures scientific evolution at its core. Education from early stages would prioritize problem-solving prowess and critical thinking, all rooted in the context of physiological adjustments. The pursuit of understanding would become a hallmark of Martian culture, as inhabitants continuously innovate to enhance their existence through organic adaptations to the planet's numerous trials. To navigate the intricacies of life on Mars, a culture of interdisciplinary synergy would flourish. Collaborations among biologists, physiologists, ecologists, and diverse experts would be customary, sharing insights to cultivate comprehensive solutions. This approach would be propelled by the understanding that the multifaceted challenges of Mars demand insights from a multitude of fields. The imperative of acclimatizing to an inhospitable Martian setting would engender a cultural ethos of resilience and adaptability. Martians would be adept at confronting adversity and ingeniously surmounting hurdles by harmonizing with their evolved physiques. This perspective would encompass not only technological facets but also extend to personal and societal domains, instilling a profound sense of empowerment and resolve when confronting challenges. The shared quest for survival on Mars would likely foster a unified sentiment of camaraderie among its populace. The intricate interdependence of life within a solitary biosphere would naturally nurture cooperation, mutual aid, and a profound comprehension of the significance of each individual's contribution to the greater collective. Bonds among people would strengthen as they recognize the interconnectedness of their well-being. The finite resources and intricate balance of Mars' environment would likely evoke a heightened ethical awareness and a commitment to safeguarding the ecosystem. The fragility of the Martian biosphere would incite practices prioritizing sustainable organic existence and prudent use of resources. Ethical contemplation regarding the potential repercussions of human actions on the delicate equilibrium would be pivotal in decision-making. The distinctive trials and exploits of Martian life would kindle a novel form of artistic expression. Creative endeavors could mirror themes of evolutionary exploration, corporeal adaptation, and the human capacity to harmonize with the most challenging habitats. The juxtaposition of Mars' stark landscapes with the inventive spirit of its inhabitants would conceivably yield a flourishing artistic heritage. Martian society would be meticulously shaped by the interplay between humanity's innate drive to surmount adversity and the pursuit of scientific enlightenment through physiological transformation. The trials of existence in a new realm would mold societal principles towards interdependent ingenuity, harmonious adaptation, and an innate reverence for the delicate equilibrium of the evolved Martian world. Part 4: Interplanetary Relations. In an alternative reality where Mars served as the cradle of human evolution, the early establishment of a thriving Martian civilization would have profound implications for our exploration of the solar system. The Martian origins of humanity would shape our development and interactions, leading to a unique approach to interplanetary travel and a distinct perspective on our place in the cosmos. The successful establishment of Martian civilization would set a precedent for pioneering interplanetary missions. Insights gained from our Martian heritage, our evolved physiology, resource utilization, and problem-solving capabilities would revolutionize our approach to space travel, making missions to planets and moons across the solar system not only feasible but optimized for our unique attributes. Mars' central location among the planets and its historical significance as our evolutionary home would make it an optimal launch point for missions to distant destinations. The Martian settlers' genetic disposition for spacefaring would synergize with Mars' lower gravity, significantly reducing the energy requirements for venturing deeper into space. With Martian evolution as our foundation, our scientific outposts across the solar system would offer unprecedented insights. Martian-derived adaptability would allow us to study a variety of environments firsthand, expanding our understanding of the solar system's geological, atmospheric, and habitability aspects. The interconnectedness of various planets through Martian ancestry would reshape our cultural approach to exploration. A shared heritage would encourage cooperation and a sense of unity, inspiring collaborative efforts in resource sharing and mutual growth. Ethical considerations would revolve around preserving Martian ecosystems and safeguarding the interconnected web of life stemming from Mars. Our evolved empathy could lead to a more cautious and respectful approach to interactions with other celestial bodies. In this alternate narrative, the early establishment of a Martian civilization would empower us with a distinct set of biological attributes, allowing us to explore and thrive across the solar system. Our deep-rooted connection to Mars would foster a sense of stewardship and interconnectedness, driving us to explore, learn, and adapt, while embracing the wealth of resources and knowledge that our cosmic neighborhood offers. Part 5: Resource Management. In a reality where Mars was humanity's primary planet, the scarcity of essential resources would drive the development of innovative resource management strategies. The need to make the most of limited resources would shape the way Martian societies source, utilize, and sustainably manage their vital supplies. Liquid water is a scarce and precious resource on Mars. Human survival would hinge on effective water harvesting and recycling systems. Techniques for capturing water from the thin Martian atmosphere, as well as extracting it from subsurface ice deposits, would be developed and refined. Water conservation practices would become integral to daily life, with individuals and communities using water judiciously. Mars' thin atmosphere and lack of organic matter present challenges for growing crops. Martian settlers would need to devise innovative approaches for soil enrichment and sustainable agriculture. Methods such as introducing carefully selected microorganisms to enhance soil fertility, creating controlled microclimates, and using hydroponic or aeroponic systems would be explored to create viable farming practices. Given the high costs of transporting supplies from Earth, resource recycling and closed-loop systems would be fundamental to Martian infrastructure. Everything from materials used in construction to life support systems would be designed with reusability and recyclability in mind. This approach would minimize waste production and reliance on external resources. Solar energy would likely be the primary source of power on Mars. Efficient solar panel arrays, advanced energy storage technologies, and distribution systems would be developed to provide a consistent and sustainable energy source for various applications, including life support, manufacturing, and research. The limited availability of resources would encourage the adoption of circular economy principles on Mars. This would involve designing products and systems with longevity and ease of repair in mind. Items would be repurposed, refurbished, or recycled whenever possible, reducing the need for constant resource extraction and waste generation. The scarcity of resources could lead to ethical discussions about fair distribution and access to essential necessities. Developing equitable resource allocation systems and preventing resource monopolies would be crucial for maintaining social stability and preventing conflicts over scarce resources. The necessity to stretch resources to their limits would encourage a culture of ingenuity, cooperation, and responsible resource management. Martian societies would pioneer new approaches to ensure their survival and well-being, setting an example for sustainable living that could have ripple effects across the solar system. Part 6: Impact on Earth. In a scenario where humans evolved on Mars and Earth remained devoid of human influence, the untouched evolution of Earth's ecosystems and biodiversity would have taken a different trajectory, free from the direct impacts of human activities. Without human intervention, Earth's ecosystems would have evolved in ways influenced solely by natural factors such as geological processes, climatic changes, and evolutionary pressures. This could have led to the emergence of distinct and unique ecosystems that adapted to Earth's changing conditions without the direct influence of anthropogenic activities. The absence of human-caused habitat destruction, pollution, and invasive species would likely have allowed for a higher level of species diversity to emerge and be maintained. Earth's flora and fauna would have followed natural patterns of adaptation, speciation, and extinction, leading to a rich tapestry of life forms with potentially unique and specialized niches. Earth's ecosystems provide essential services to the planet, including pollination, water purification, carbon sequestration, and nutrient cycling. In the absence of human intervention, these ecosystem services might have been optimized by natural processes, contributing to a more balanced and resilient planetary system. The preservation of untouched landscapes and habitats on Earth would have immense cultural, scientific, and aesthetic value. These pristine areas could serve as natural laboratories for the study of untouched evolutionary processes, offering insights into the workings of ecosystems without human interference. Earth's evolutionary pathways might have resulted in the emergence of species and adaptations that we cannot currently anticipate. The diversity of life forms and ecosystems could lead to unexpected ecological interactions and evolutionary innovations, creating a vibrant and dynamic biosphere. Discussions about the value of conserving untouched environments and allowing natural processes to unfold would be central to any considerations regarding the potential colonization of Earth by Martian humans. Ethical debates might revolve around the balance between preserving Earth's unique evolutionary potential and the potential benefits of interplanetary colonization. Earth's ecosystems would thrive without the pressures of human-induced disturbances. The untouched natural world could have developed into an intricate web of life that is markedly different from what we currently observe, offering a valuable glimpse into the unaltered evolution of a planet's biosphere. Thanks for watching the video. Please note that this is a speculative and fictional video that makes no claims to be either factual or scientifically correct. Do not use this video as source material for any realistic purpose.